are heading in the kitchen right now for some knife help when it comes to dicing all those fruits and veggies for making the juices. Well, Mackenzie Roth went to Portland Knife House to find out which knives you need to own and how to take care of them.
If you are looking to upgrade your cooking skills this new year, 2018, look no further than your knives. That's right, it starts with knives. As you mentioned, we are here at Portland Knife House, and Eitan joins us now. He is the man. I'm totally overwhelmed. They have something like 600 to 700 knives here.
Yeah, this is a rotating inventory, so every time you come in here, you'll see a slightly different lineup, and as far as I know, this is the biggest collection in the States for a brick and mortar.
Biggest collection, certainly, I have ever seen. Let's talk knives, okay? What are some essentials that we all should have in our kitchen?
All right, so if you notice, we have a lot of knives here. We don't have a lot of sets because you really don't need all those knives that come in those big sets. So there's 3 primary knives that you absolutely have to have. You cannot get away without having these 3 knives.
Okay.
Any one of these can be considered your primary knife. These are your 2 standard sizes for a chef knife. Going down from there will be your Santoku, which does exactly what these do, or a vegetable cleaver, which is not just for vegetables. So any one of these is going to be your on-the-board knife. You'll be doing 90% of your work with this. And then you have your paring knife, which this is for everything off the board, so just coring tomatoes.
That looks familiar to me.
Yep.
Like this one does not. I have to say, I do not have this knife.
Absolutely.
What about the big boys here?
So then this is a serrated knife, and we carry serrated knives only for bread. That is the only thing that you need it for. A crusty bread will dull even your best knife with the best edge. So you have to have something that acts like a saw to protect your other blades.
Okay.
And those are really the only 3 knives that you absolutely have to have in your kitchen.
So you don't need those big sets, because a lot of us, it would bother us if they don't match, because we like to buy the sets. But you say go outside of the set. So let's look behind us a little bit. So tell me about like these knives. Is this pure just design right here?
So this is mainly aesthetics, but this is there's a lot of art that goes into making these knives. The hammering actually reduces surface area, so food doesn't stick to your blade as much. And the pattern you see here, it's called a Damascus Pattern, and these are 2 steels that are actually folded together over and over and over again.
And let's talk sharpening knives. I've never sharpened a knife in my life. How should I be doing it? When should I be doing it?
So the idea is just not to let your knives get dull. So most people, they take a knife and they use it until it's completely unusable, and then they have to come see somebody like us, and we just have to remove a lot of metal in order to resharpen your blade.
Okay.
So the idea is to have some kind of method for honing. We recommend a ceramic honing rod.
Okay.
Which is one of these guys.
Oh, wow.
And the idea is, as soon as you don't like the way your knife cuts, as soon as it slips on a tomato skin or a bell pepper skin, then you grab one of these, do a few strokes just to bring your edge back, and then you can go a long time without sharpening. Once this doesn't work, then you come see us for stone sharpening or do it yourself.
There's so much knowledge that this man has. It's incredible. And should we store them in the blocks like we see in the stores? Is that the proper technique to store knives?
The blades have to be protected somehow. It doesn't have to be a block. You can have in-drawer knife storage, individual guards, wall magnets, any way you want to do, as long as the knife is, the blade is protected and you're not going to cut yourself reaching for it. Otherwise, the knife doesn't care how it's stored.
Eitan, so much information. Thank you very much. And where can everybody find you?
We're on 2637 Southeast Belmont, Southeast.
He's the man. He's the knife guy.
Mackenzie, thank you. We apparently need to pay some attention to the knife guy, because checking the supply here at KGW, we're kind of limited.
Concerned that's in the building to begin with, but.
And on top of that, look, not very sharp.
Not very sharp.
Here, put your finger out, let her test it.
Coming up, This Week in Sports.